You know, the equation behind these numbers is quite simple. Great product plus great marketing. Make a difference. Shake up the market landscape. Like with this new teaser video.
Amore.
Subito.
The all-new Fiat 500X.
Ooh.
Bigger, more powerful, and ready for action.
So I know we said it's a mature 500, not that mature, hopefully, but always young at heart. Okay, now let's move to the area dedicated to Italian fashion. As a French, it hurts to say, but well, Italy is fashion and fashion is Italy. And more importantly for us, fashion is 500. So matte bronze paint, burnished rims, stylish interiors, tobacco, color leather. For us, the influences of the runway have always been a two-way street. This is true for 500, for 500X, and for 500L. And this year again, the European market seems to reward us for this. Look at this, 500 and 500L are leading their segments in Europe with market shares of about 16% and 23%, which hopefully paves the way for 500X as well. Well, so far we've been speaking about the car. What about the client? You see, 500 is a crossover not only for the way it crosses through different cars, but for the way it crosses through different customers. First, it crosses through loyal customers and conquest customers. We expect 2/3 of our clients to come from outside FCA, which is a clear opportunity. Then it crosses customers coming from above and from below. I mean, upgraders and downsizers. On one hand, we can offer the upgrade to 10 million owners of small Fiats, and on the other, attract competitive customers from the C and D segment. It's a kind of a hub, if I may. So you see, X stands for crossroads. Crossroads between loyalty and conquest, crossroads between upgraders and downsizers, but crossroads also between young and mature, forward thinkers and icon lovers, between the ones who are buying into style and the ones who are looking for substance. Simply put, it's an all-wheel drive that we'll all drive. You know, it's a cool and open market space. It's full of opportunities. No wonder if it's growing at a pace of 65% a year, great. But let's face it, we are not the only ones hunting in this space. The Japanese have joined long ago. They are a major competitor. Then the Germans, they are crushing the party with their entirely own concept of sexiness. And our French colleagues are currently being very successful too. But our 500X won't just be another crossover. We are committed to make a difference. And to do so, everything will matter. A superior product, sure, but also superior service and customer experience. As I said, we speak to a younger crowd, right? So more progressive, plenty of early adopters. So the challenge is introduce them to the brand, delight them and retain them. And to do this, you want a world-class customer experience, which is why we are upgrading part of our sales force from mass market to upper mainstream, redesigning a specific sales process for 500, aligning everything to meet the expectations of these new clients and offer them a truly personal treatment. And speaking of personalization, you will certainly have noticed some very peculiar 500s on this stand. These are very special cars, and they are part of a limited edition called 500 Couture. Because some of our clients are not really limited by budget. What they want something unique. So the first one we launch will be this one. This is inspired by Ron Arrad's personal car, the one he drives every day in London. And as you see on the slide, this will be just the first of a more holistic collection. This custom-made approach is somehow a training ground for us. The gym, where we'll train our ability to meet the needs of our premium clients. As we shared during our Investor Day in Detroit, May 6, Fiat has a dual personality, functional and aspirational. Today, clearly, is all about 500, the aspirational side, right? But don't be mistaken, we have not forgotten the other aspect of the brand, the functional side, and someday in the future, there might even be a stand completely dedicated to this other side of Fiat. But that's another story for another time. Personally, at this very moment, I feel very close to the world of 500, the world where, to quote Einstein, logic takes you from A to B, and imagination takes you everywhere else. In other words, from A to X. Right. 500 won't go from A to B. 500 won't go from A to boring, because for 500, straight lines are for squares, and life doesn't come with directions. And X is not a place. X is a mindset. So A to X means go from a place to a mindset. And our mindset is materialized in this very stand, because at the end of the day, I look at Ron's 500s, I look at Dante Giacosa's wooden master model, I look at our 500X, and I tell myself, sure, we don't live in a world where poetry dictates the rules, or where beauty has the power it deserves, not yet, but perhaps we are getting there. Thank you.